Welcome to another unit of the ISM exercise set Business Mathematics, this time with a unit on investment valuation. Let's take a look at the exercise. In the context of the impending sale of a company, the value of the company needs to be estimated. The present value of all assets amounts to 30.5 million euros. Additionally, for the next years, the following cash flows are expected. And we have for 5 years different cash flows. And our objective now, starting with the 6th year for an indefinite period, it is expected that the company will yield cash flows of 3 million euros per year. Estimate the present value of the company, assuming an interest rate of 2.3%. So we have basically two parts we need to do before we can actually finish our objective. First is get the net present value of the cash flows for year 1 to 5. Then get the net present value for the indefinite period starting in the 6th year. Then taking all together with the value of the assets to give an estimate of the value of the company. So, but it's basically 3 parts where we need to calculate something. Well, we start with writing down what we actually have to do here. So we want to get the net present value, the total net present value, which is made up of the present value of our assets. That's the value more or less given in the exercise. Then the net present value of the distinct single cash flows for the first 5 years. And the net present value of the ad infinitum cash flows, so for the infinite time horizon. Well, value of assets is given, so nothing to do there, but we have to do the other 2 parts. So we can start with the single cash flows. And well, for the first year, for the 7, we discount this once. For the 2nd year, the end of the 2nd year, where we have 6.2, we have to discount this twice. For the 3rd year, the 5, we have to discount 3 times. So it's once per year. Therefore, for the 4th year, the 12 discounted 4 times, and the 5 at the end of the 5th year is discounted 5 times. So if we put this into a calculator, this gives a result of 32.85. So that's the first net present value we actually have to calculate, leaving us only with the ad infinitum cash flows. And here we have 2 choices. We could use the longer way with the infinite geometric series, or we could use the perpetuity. If we have to or want to use the perpetuity, however, we have to keep one thing in mind. When we use the formula for the net present value of the perpetuity, so here the infinite cash flows start at the end of period 6. So the perpetuity net present value is the value at beginning of period 6. And beginning of period 6 means end of period 5. So if we want to go back to period 0, we only have to discount this 5 times because we are at the end of period 5. And if we do this, we get here a net present value of 116.42. So that's the second part. And then, well, we can just put all the 3 parts together. So we get a total net present value by adding up the value of the assets of 30.5, the net present value of the single cash flows of 32.85, and finally the net present value of the ad infinitum cash flows of 116.42, giving us a total net present value of 179.77 in the corresponding unit. So here it's not, well, euros, it's as we saw in the exercise. And well, that's then already is all there is to this exercise. So I hope you enjoyed listening to it. And if you're looking for additional exercises, feel free to visit the rest of the exercise set or have a look at the corresponding playlist. I say goodbye and see you next time.